Hey, what's up, guys? It's BlackBus91 coming to you with part 2 of my video. Another Naruto commentary, chapter 700, and it fits perfectly. The title of this chapter is called Uzumaki Naruto! Exclamation point, exclamation point. Now, I'll say a little something about that. The light you see right there, it's not that dark in my room, but on video it's much more brighter. But back to the chapter. When I went on Manga Panda, it said Naruto Uzumaki, and then when I went to the first chapter, it said Uzumaki Naruto. But I went back on Manga Stream. Well, I went to Manga Stream, and I saw that it said Uzumaki Naruto. So I guess the same way that Kishimoto started the series with Uzumaki Naruto, no exclamation mark, then this one was Uzumaki Naruto. Now, let's get to this. I'm going to be focusing on pretty much the artwork, the color, the pairings, and just the future of the show. Now, Kishimoto, he just thanks us for all 15 years of sticking by him through this series, and to a lot of artists and writers and authors of any graphic novel or comic or manga. It's a wonderful thing when you create a story that you love. At least if you love it or not, but to those, if you love it and this is something that you want to put out, and sometimes you don't think that people might like it or appreciate or support it, but when people back up what you created and they love it so much, it's just amazing. So just, as an aspiring author and writer and graphic novelist as myself, and to all the others, just go for it, because Kishimoto did it, and he's done pretty well with it. Okay. So let me just jump into my overall thoughts about this chapter. Now, I love the colors. Kishimoto, you outdid yourself with the copying markers. And we end up getting to see like all of the children, or most of the children from the Rookie 7, or other characters in the story. So we got Boruto, or in English Bolt, but in Japanese it's sounded out as Boruto, and it's just like, they tell you all. If you go on Manga Stream, they break down everything, so I'm not gonna go too much into detail, but in American it's Bolt, and in Japanese it's Boruto. I forgot his sister's name. I think it's Narirawa or something like that. Looks nice. What else? We get Inojin, Chocho, and Shikadai. We got Salada. And who else? We got those. I think the kids I could. So I think those are some of the kids. Well, okay. Well, let me just say this: the pairings. So we get it confirmed that Sasuke and Sakura, they're paired. So I wasn't expecting that, but we see that through their child, Salada. She takes more of the after Sasuke's traits with the black hair and the black eyes. The Uchiha's traits are very strong and dominant, so it flows right through their daughter's blood. Then Naruto and Hinata are confirmed. That's already a given. So they have 2 children. The oldest, the first son, Bolt, and then we got Nariwara, the youngest, the daughter. So they're confirmed. Then Tamari and Shikamaru, I think we all kind of figured that out, that they were going to be a love interest. And for those that don't know, Tamari is actually older than Shikamaru, I think by 3 years. So he got an older woman on. I don't think anyone pointed that out, but let's just make it known. I think he's like, at the time when the war ended, 17, and she was probably like 20, 21, maybe 3 to 4 years older. But yeah, so they got Shikadai, that's their child. Choji and Kurai, the black chick in the Cloud Village. I did not expect that. I was, me and my friend, we were talking on Facebook yesterday, and he said like that pairing was just so random. Like, I didn't expect it. I don't think anyone could have predicted anything anything from the series. There was no hints, no yada yada. I think Kishimoto just decided like, okay, who he wanted to pair in the story. Like, okay, I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna give Choji this girl. I'm gonna pair her with this because people thought that maybe Choji might have gone up with Ino, but no, Ino she got with Sai. Now my reasoning for why she got with Sai probably because she had a crush on Sasuke. He looks kind of like Sasuke. He was kind of like a Sasuke replacement when he was introduced into the story because he came into the Team 7. And yeah, I don't know why. Like he's just too pale. But they have a son, Inojin. Like so, Inojin is from Ino and Sai, and then Cho, the girl. Their daughter. She's from Choji and Kurai. Like I didn't expect that, but I would say, hey, Choji, hey, got himself a black woman. I'm just saying, that's my thoughts. I'm like, yo, they're pretty good. I mean, it is what it is. And then who else has someone? Kiba, he's kind of like a young bachelor, just trying to sweet talk girls, be a player, give his like one-liners, try to tell them stories to kind of like get them interested. Akamaru, he has kids. He's like an old pup. I think the story from the end of the war up until now is probably like I'm gonna say give or take, well, in between 14 to 16 years. I'm going more towards the latter. So for dogs is a long time. We don't see who we don't. In fact, now that I think about it, Shino. I think maybe Shino was the teacher because in the beginning we see a kind of a teacher with like this like a Cyclops looking I don't know what you call it, but like a glasses on. It looks very futuristic, and I had to read the chapter over again. What we noticed on his collar is like a red, like kind of like ladybug button on his collar. So I'm thinking that might be Shino, but we don't see a love interest from him. It probably is Shino because the guy called out Aburumi Sensei. I think that's the Buzz Clan's last name, so I believe that's Shino. Shino looks badass, looking pretty cool. Okay, so we got those pairings. That was interesting. We see like Salada. I don't know why Kishimoto gave her that name, Salada. It sounds like salad. Like really, I read it. I'm like, Salada, salad, really? Like, she's gonna get. I'm gonna make so many jokes. If I could, I'm gonna make so many jokes. That's like, come on now. But she follows Bolt. I think they might be a love interest, and I don't believe that they, the Asura and Indra reincarnations or spirits kind of like pass on to them. That's just what I think. But she make a reference, or she makes a statement known to her mom, Sakura, basically like he's kind of like me. Like that's something that she's known. So maybe it's the Indra and Asura spirit within them. I hope not. It just, if you was to break the cycle, wouldn't that end? What, now you have to have kids with? My personal take, I don't believe that's the connection, but I feel like they might be like a potential love interest in the future. If they continue to do like another projects after projects along the way. We see Sasuke. He looks pretty badass, and everyone's been saying he looks like Madara. I can understand why he looks like Madara, but like I think he looks like his own version of like an older self. Just kind of going around on like these hidden missions. Like he'll come home and then he'll go off once in a while checking out certain things. If his mission in life is to travel the world, see how things are going, and stopping certain things, I think that's what Sasuke is probably doing, and he looks pretty badass. We have Shikamaru. He is an advisor to the one and only Naruto Uzumaki, and he finally accomplished his dream of becoming Hokage. And how we know is that this whole chapter was basically the, what was it? inauguration of the Hokages, or the ex-Hokage meeting, because Kakashi from chapter 699, years later, he ends up stepping down. He's much older. I'm guessing probably with like close to 50. We got a guy, he's, my assumption, I don't think people really point this out, but you know, he's in a wheelchair. And as we remember last time from the fight with Madara, he went 8 gates, but he survived. So we never saw him after that and saw his progress, or how was he affected. So we see now, if he's in a, like, there's no way he could have done something recently and just gotten damaged into that wheelchair. I believe that, like, that 8 gates, since it didn't kill, since it would have killed him, but he got healed, he's permanently, you know, disabled for life. So, I mean, it's not bad. You know, he's just out of commission. Oh, I totally forgot. Lee ends up having some kind of kid. He's training, like, the springtime of youth, so they have that whole thing. Tenten, she's selling weapons, and she's kind of like frustrated because since it's peaceful times, no one is buying any weapons. But she said recently, so I'm thinking something happened maybe a couple of years ago or within that time frame that, you know, peace has kind of like subsided. And we basically we get a recap of like almost all the, like, not almost all the characters, but some characters. We see Anko. I like Anko. I don't care what no one says. I like thick women. I like petite, and I like thick or big, but not like overly excessive big or anorexic. I don't, you know, I don't know why I'm saying that, but I'm just saying because I like Anko. I don't like. I was throughout the series of the war, I thought Anko was probably going to be a character that maybe Kishimoto killed off. So I'm happy to see her, and the fact that she's put on some weight and she's like, she kind of is like, I feel like a more nurturing kind of woman now, like the nurturing kind of character. Like, she's much more heavy set. She looks like a mother, pretty much, and she looks pretty good too. Like, nice, just everything. The tittle bitties are nice and thick, and then the shape. Like, I like Anko at this point in the story. Like, I mean, I've been like her, but I like where Kishimoto went with her. You guys could disagree, but I like it. And we see Kurina and her son. Her son looks pretty badass. He looks like Shisui Uchiha. And he ends up, you know, what happens? He prays to his dad, and he's talking about, you know, being a ninja. Konohamaru. We have that. We have then Konohamaru's like friends. I forgot their names. Okay, the dude with the glasses and brown hair, the girl with the orange hair. We see them. They're like probably young adults, like early 20s at least. We get a who else we see? I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, well, Hinata's daughter is like praying to like her uncle's grave, which I thought was sweet. She considered her uncle. You know, she asked it, her mom, did you think he likes flowers? We kind of get confirmation that, like, yeah, I think so. And like, either Neji's name is like flowers, or Hyuga's like flowers, or her daughter's name Nariwara. If I might be pronouncing, I might have got it wrong, but her name might be Flowers. And going back to Naruto finally achieves Hokage level, and he's very busy, and his son is kind of doing the same mischievous things that he did as a child. And we see that Naruto never grew up with a father and mother, but now his children are having the life that he never had. But the thing, you know, with everyone has their own struggles. His struggle in this story is that his father's never really around. But because like his father's really busy, and being a parent, it's a lot of work. You know, when you have a career or some kind of job where you're putting a bunch of time into something, you don't really have that much time with your family as much. Maybe when you come home, go to sleep, wake up, eat breakfast, and leave, and then sometimes on the weekends. But like being a Hokage is like being a president. It's a lot of work, or being a mayor of a town is like it's a lot of work. And we see that they progress in technology because Naruto, he's working on a laptop with his prosthetic hand, and you know Shikamaru is his advisor, and we see above where the statues are. The buildings, the futuristic buildings, it's like a metropolis. Or behind which other city is that? Like, is it like all the other cities combined, or it's just like Konoha's now their own like metropolis and more people that they could bring in? And the town is now called Dancing Leaves. So I guess it, you know, hidden in the Dancing Leaves. So like they're more of a happy-go-lucky kind of like peaceful nation now. Since the fourth Great Ninja War. I just love how all these things have like kind of progressed in the story, and like we get a shot from the future. That we got the last is coming up. I believe that's probably 3 years into the future from the war, but this is like further into the future as they're older. I believe they're probably, everyone has to be at least within 29 to 31, or at least 32 of age in the 29 to 34. They have to be at least that old. But yeah, and also a tribute to One Piece, Kishimoto, his son, Naruto's son Bolt, draws like a painting on like all of the Kages, and you know, same with how Naruto is mischievous. I don't remember all of the kanjis and what they say, because I was trying to read it on manga stream, but for some reason my new laptop, like it's working good, but like for some reason the internet's not working that great. So I was trying to read on my phone, and I got to a certain part, but then it just stopped working. So I just like forget that. But what I do remember was the One Piece skull kind of Luffy straw hat painting. It's on like I believe Naruto statue. That looked pretty bad. So I thought that was pretty cool. Tribute to Oda, and Oda did his own little special where he put the first page, I believe, is One Piece, but it's the Konoha leaf symbol, and then the eye instead of Luffy is Naruto. You can it looks kind of like the Hunter x Hunter character, but if you notice, there's like a kind of like a bandana, two like lines coming to the side. That's symbolized for Naruto the ninja, and like Nami is standing in front of Naruto. You don't fully see Naruto, you don't see his face or anything, but you do see Naruto. He's sitting down, you see his pants, his shoes, he's eating, he's talking to Luffy, and Chopper is on top of Luffy like on his hat, and it's kind of like they're in awe like of everything that Naruto's been through, and like he's telling them sort of like, yeah man, this is what happened, you know, I had this great fight in the war and it was just so much. So it's kind of like friends chopping it up, you know, Naruto telling his story to Luffy about everything that happened, and you know, just how he had a great run, and you know, Luffy's eating ramen, what Naruto would eat, and Naruto's eating beef stick, what Luffy would eat, and Nami, she's wearing like her own Japanese like outfit with the leaf symbols, and we pretty much, this chapter, we just get that like everything is kind of finalized. Everything has come together in a peaceful manner, and just everyone's like in unity. We see all the Kages, and everyone from the Great Ninja War that was in the Kage Summit. They kind of like progress as being Kages, where Rakage stepped down, Mai stepped down, Noki's too old, so he stepped down. Tsunade, she's been past stepped down. So all of the leaders kind of stepped down, but Gaara, he didn't step down because he was really young at the time, so he's still the Kage of his village. I forgot the black dude with this kind of like spiky hair, kind of like it comes down. He's the Kage. The dude with the blue hair that was my subordinate, he's Kage. And that girl from the Rock Village with the Noki, the black hair chick, she's Kage. I believe that's her grandfather or uncle, but she's the Kage. And then we got Naruto, he comes in, he's Kage, and we see Kurama sleeping, and just everything's peaceful. And that's pretty much the whole chapter. Is the end of Naruto. Oh, and the final page was the way Kishimoto started the series was the tale of Naruto Uzumaki and the Nine-Tailed Fox and everything like that. And this is where it wraps up with Naruto has the Nine-Tailed Fox, and they're joined together, and they end up fighting a calamity of the Ten Tails, end up sealing the Ten Tails and saving the world. So it was just like a wrapping up of this huge monumental series, this tale that's been going on for 15 years, and went on air in Japan for 2003, then came to America in 2005, and it's still going. I believe next year is going to end, and whether they English it, like dub it, might be like to the end of 2015 or 2016, but this was just like a really amazing chapter. Probably this is my longest commentary that I've ever did for this for Naruto. My thoughts, my finishing thoughts for Kishimoto, that thank you. Not just thank me, not just thank us, but let me thank you, Kishimoto. Without you bringing Naruto to the world, I wouldn't have known how amazing, or how amazing, anime could be, and what I want to achieve with my own story. A lot of what you did in your story like influences my story, like influences me. I do want to be my own, kind of person of how I do my own story, but like I refer back to you and a lot of other mangas that I do like, and how they do the stories. But you really added something. You added a great quality to manga, to the anime, and industry, manga industry in general. So without your voice in there, we would probably get some mediocre stuff from time to time. But this was truly amazing, Kishimoto, and well done. Like, you deserve every hand clap, every shout, every yell, every praise, because you outdid yourself. Now, whatever you do, whatever next endeavors you do, I wish you well. I wish you the best. Hope everything goes pretty well for you in the future. This series, what it's done for me, it kind of helped me along the way through whatever stuff I was going through. I kind of referred back to your story and used it as like motivation, because what I really got from your story was that and I think a lot of people can agree to this, it deposits something positive. It was always telling about emotions and drawing people in, about bonds. I think that's the biggest thing that I got from your story, was the bonds that we all crave as human beings, that we all want. We all want love. We all want attention and love. And also you also bring pain to your story. You bring the realities of how people feel when you lose one another, and what that can turn you into. And a lot of people would disregard anime and manga, saying because it's a cartoon, it's for children. But I would say to them, read Naruto. And if you can't read it, let someone tell you about Naruto, because they're going to give you their perspective of how they see manga and how they see anime, and from that, it's going to tell a person like, man, if it really impacted this person that much, and it's just a cartoon, then maybe it is worth something. It's valuable. And I know that your series is valuable, and to all the mangakas in the world that are doing something, doing these stories, like it is valuable, because it's not just cartoons. Yes, it is, but it's about translating, expressing feelings through your artwork, through your stories, to help people in whatever shape or form, either to inform them about something or to help them get by their day. And every single week that I read your chapter, I bonded with friends. We talked about it. I couldn't wait for the next chapter. I would always be like, man, I want to know what happened next. I would always be on the edge of my seat, just wanting to know what's going to happen in the story. And, you're one of my, I'm one of your biggest fans, and you're one of my greatest inspirations, because regardless of how people felt about all the ups and downs, Kishimoto's not making sense. Oh, this is not doing so well. I mean, honestly, I could probably be, people probably consider me a stan, because to me, you could do no wrong. I know there's a lot of stuff in your story that's not all perfect, but that's life. Nothing's perfect. But I just want to tell you, thank you, Kishimoto, for bringing this into the world, and I wish you the best of luck in the future for whatever you're going to do. So those are my thoughts on the chapter. I might be doing anime reviews for the series, maybe. I want to do some more videos, maybe some more Naruto topics, just talk about some things, maybe come up with some stuff that we could all continue to share, because I do know that this is not the end of Naruto. There are some more things to come along. We still got the movie, and in fact, I'm still going to do that part 3 of it. And there is supposedly a part 3 Naruto coming out in next year spring. I will do a part 3 video on that, giving more details, and probably I will try to provide a link of the information so you guys can check that out. But yeah, leave a comment in the comment section below. Go to my Facebook fan page in the description box below. Leave a video on my Facebook fan page if you want to. If you guys want to check me out on my own Facebook, you could go to... No, I'm going to keep that separate, but you can like this video if you did or not. My longest video by far, but it was well deserved because this was just an amazing chapter. So, to the end of Naruto, and well done. So this is, and for all you guys that watch my videos and you like watching the commentaries I give on this videos, I try to be a little bit different. I try to stand out a little bit. I didn't want to call my videos reviews because I didn't really understand. I didn't really think I could do reviews or understand what a review is. I think just reviews is people giving their opinions on the story, but which I think is more of your thoughts. I like, what are you reviewing? But I call it commentary because it's just my thoughts. Probably a little recap of the chapter, just to get you to understand where I'm coming from, and and also thank you guys for watching my videos. So until next time, guys, I'll catch you later, and salutes. It's Black Boss 91 signing out.